So as you guys know, I've recently moved to Baltimore. So on the podcast, I invited a resident Baltimore expert. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kyrie Creek. Hey Kyrie, welcome to the podcast.
What's happening? How
Thanks
you feeling
for coming.
today? You know, I appreciate the invite. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah. How are you liking Baltimore since you've been back?
It's cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cheap. It's got good state laws. I don't even know who my state representative is because it doesn't really matter very much. So that's pretty cool. I don't want to learn how any of the like house stuff and all the nerdy stuff
you don't want
about that works.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss, man.
And
Once
who's who, I don't want to know shit about fuck. You know,
shit about fuck. Now I feel it's like ignorance is bliss. You don't really know what's going on, but you did. I will say that you moved back in like a great time, right? Because Baltimore, we're at the lowest homicide rate since 2011. Well, and we just went a full week without any shootings or murders.
a full week?
A full week, full 7 days.
Okay, I thought I drove past a shooting earlier.
No,
a few days ago.
Nope, he missed him.
So I'm glad. Wait,
yeah,
was
he
it?
missed him. He missed him.
Are
so
you
don't
serious?
count.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay. They had like the whole street blocked off with like caution tape and stuff. So.
Oh no, it's Baltimore. They do that for
They
everything.
just do that for
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, at this point, it's probably part of that handbook to pull out the caution tape.
You know, so whenever I was gonna move, I was between like three cities. I was between Minneapolis, Chicago, and Baltimore.
I get Chicago.
Say what?
I get Chicago. I get Baltimore. Why Minneapolis? That word gonna kick my ass, man.
A lot of trans people told me Minneapolis was really good, so I was looking into it.
Okay.
But Chicago, they have a $2 billion deficit in the city budget. Do you know that?
No, I did not.
So,
$2 billion?
$2 billion for the city, right?
I was about to say, that's not even a fucking state. Oh,
I know,
my God.
It's massive. And they were relying on Illinois. They thought Illinois was going to bail them out, but they failed to pass the thing with another. They almost had it, but then the time ran out in the legislative session. They have to call a special session to be able to do a budget like that. But that requires a higher vote like margin or whatever, and there's no way they could get all the votes for that to give them that much money. So Chicago, in about, I don't know how many more months, probably like 4 months left, they're going to cut public transit by 70%. And it's already
70%?
Yeah, 70%.
That's almost non-existent.
Yeah, so there's going to be like the subway is going to be unusable. The buses are not going to be running the same.
It's already
kind of falling apart. There. So
yeah, oh my God.
So and then I was looking up Baltimore stuff. Like, how's Baltimore?
Oh, we're doing Brandon. Hey, shout out Brandon M. Scott, man. He got the city doing good, man.
The only budget problem they have in Baltimore is it was like a $30 million deficit, and that was all from firefighter overtime pay because they don't have enough firefighters like on roster, so they have to pay a bunch of people overtime, and that was literally it. So
yeah, but they deserve it. They deserve it, man. Firefighters deserve that overtime pay. They are some hard man. They're braver than me. You see all this red? This is the closest I get to being a firefighter, motherfucker. I ain't running in that fire. They deserve every dollar they get.
So then I found out they got a employment shortage in firefighting, and told my friends who are looking for jobs in Baltimore like they need to apply to be a firefighter.
They did. My cousin.
It's a good gig.
Yeah, my cousin. I have actually a good number of my family members are firefighters.
Really?
Yeah, I have an aunt. She's a chief. Her husband, I think he's a lieutenant or chief as well. I have my brother. I have my cousin.
Jesus.
Yeah, I have
my grandfather was a firefighter for a while. Yeah. It was long before I was born, but at his funeral, a bunch of people in kilts showed up to play Amazing Grace because it was like the firefighter death.
I had no idea.
Apparently, firefighters have like Scottish whatever.
They're Vikings. That's crazy. They go
Scottish,
out like Vikings.
Scottish is different.
Okay.
They got the kilts. They got bagpipes playing.
Yeah.
Amazing Grace at funerals for dead firefighters.
Did not know that.
I don't know if they do that for black people, but it doesn't sound like a thing.
No, I don't think we probably wouldn't
show up
have
at a black funeral. You know?
No, we probably wouldn't do the bagpipes. Probably like a beat machine, like everybody kind of get into a cipher, right? Who get the hottest bars for this firefighter's funeral?
But that's what they did at my grandpa's funeral, and that's the only family member I had who worked in. I heard in Baltimore, a lot of the people here are like city and government employees because they have like a pretty big city budget and stuff like that.
I'm not too well versed with the budgets and the financials, to be honest with you. I will say that a lot of the.
I mean, you got like what, 4 family members, firefighters?
Yeah, about.
That's a lot.
Yeah, a little more than that, to be honest with you. But a lot of people work in the city and government jobs here because like Baltimore's a very homegrown city. Yeah. So like a lot of people who are in office have been like most are born and raised here, and have the best interests of the city at heart. Nice. Which is why I say Brandon M. Scott, our current mayor, the youngest mayor in Baltimore. He I can actually recall a time during his campaign, well outside his campaign and during his campaign to be elected mayor. He came to my neighborhood a couple times just sitting out talking to people. No
like
cameras.
Like just sitting on the corner waiting for people to show up?
No. That's creepy. Because then I'm calling the police on you no matter what. But we have 2 dog parks in my neighborhood. We have 2 very decently sized dog parks. So he went and...
He's out there kissing puppies?
No. He wasn't kissing puppies and hugging junkies, man. But he was out there talking to people, listening to the complaints. Nice. And like what people wanted to see change. And one of the things that we as a community said that we wanted to see a crackdown on the drugs in the area, because like a lot of the kids mainly played around there. And I can't say, man, I saw a big change since then. Like I don't gotta chase crack kids out the alley.
How they do it?
Honestly,
policing?
No, it's not policing. I feel like the thing that people misinterpret about the crime and everything in Baltimore is like it's not like it doesn't come from a place where people need to be like delegated or like or policed, right? Mm-hmm. Where it's not like crack down on them, curfews and all. It's not that. The kids honestly just needed something to do.
Oh, so it's like
So it's like now, he's
basketball courts and stuff like that.
Yeah, basketball courts, playgrounds, recreational centers. There's all types of after school programs, man. They've invested so much back into the city that they're starting to see a payoff from the youth. Nice. And it's like real dope to see, man.
Dude, where I'm from in Kansas City, it was like a white suburb, bunch of rich old people. And they had no public gyms, no public like basketball. Where I was from in Conway, we had 2 public gyms with 3 basketball courts on them inside, like all air conditioned, stuff like that. And I moved to Overland Park, and there was like nothing like that. So I started like looking at just outdoor courts to play. And then whenever COVID hit, they took the rims off of the outdoor. Did they do that here?
Yeah, they did. They took it like they wanted people to not be outside. COVID was the dumbest thing ever, bro. Because it's like, what was the dumbest thing they did to me during COVID? Putting up the random ass piece of plastic in between you and someone else.
On what?
Like everywhere in businesses, they're just like a random piece of plastic hanging down. Like, what the fuck is this supposed? Like, is a disease just gonna say, "Oh no, you got me. I can't walk around"? Like, it doesn't make sense.
It was weird what got shut down and what didn't.
Yeah.
The golf courses never shut down.
Really?
They kept in where I'm from. The golf courses kept running the whole time. The tennis courts were running the whole time, but the basketball places right next to the tennis courts got the rims taken off. And I went out there and I was like, no one was out there. I was like, that's cool. So then I got to the free throw line because that's what I do usually first. I do a free throw. And then I like looked up and realized, wait, there's no rim on that thing.
That's crazy. So they took the black sports away, but everybody else can rock.
That's pretty much.
I'm surprised they let I'm surprised they let the tennis courts up.
Well,
Venus and Serena been got that.
Well, they're not.
We been got that, baby.
Serena
you feel me?
And Venus Williams out there playing.
Yeah, you play tennis?
No. I just see what kind of tennis players are.
Oh, they're not too many black people out there playing tennis.
Not in Overland Park, not that I saw.
Where is Overland Park?
It's on the Kansas side, south of Kansas City, and it's like one of the biggest cities, like suburb, like parts of Kansas City, and it's growing like really fast. They're building a lot of stuff out there,
Better question: can I go there when the sun is down?
Yeah. It's pretty woke for a white place.
Yeah.
It voted +8 Kamala in 2024.
Okay.
It voted, I think it was like +8 Trump in 2016. So like they had a change of heart from 2016 to 2024, and they were like the only place in the country that went more for Kamala than for Trump. So I thought that that's how the rest of the like white suburbs and Midwest cities were gonna go, but it was like the only one that went that way. So
they said no, we good.
Won,
yeah, Kansas might be cool. Might be a little. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had Dorothy. Dorothy seemed cool. She did kill the Green Witch.
Dorothy lived way out in the middle of nowhere, and you cannot go at sundown where Dorothy lives. There is one place in Kansas that's decent, and that's Johnson County. It's right next to Kansas City, and that's the only place anybody should go in Kansas. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just, you're driving on your way to Denver.
Oh shit. It's different here. Like Baltimore's becoming like a very beautiful city.
It's like, very pretty. It's got like, so much green stuff.
Yes,
like, that's trees and grass everywhere.
It's like almost like a Renaissance, almost like
so many. Recently, it got a lot prettier.
Within the last 5 years, Baltimore has gotten extremely prettier.
Can we do something about the mosquitoes?
I don't think they got the shit that tripped me out. They saying one of them got Ebola or some shit or something going around, the plague.
What?
You didn't see that? Like
no.
They said
Ebola or the plague.
In Maryland, I don't know. It's one of them.
Bubonic plague.
Either way, they're gonna put the plastic.
Like old school.
They're gonna put the plastic shit back up if it go back out. Whatever it is, the plastic shit coming back down when we talk. But nah, man, they said the mosquitoes had some type of disease.
Oh, malaria.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Either way,
mosquito disease.
But I don't. The mosquitoes aren't like a problem here in Baltimore.
For me, they are.
Y'all didn't have them in Kansas?
Dude, okay. So when you were coming here, I stepped out front because I thought you might come there. And it took me about 15 seconds to step out there and come back in.
Tore your ass up.
I got bit by 3 mosquitoes.
Tore that ass up. Oh,
I
man.
cannot go outside here without getting eaten alive by mosquitoes.
Whenever I walk my dogs.
Other people don't have this problem apparently, but it's just me. It's just
no, it's not you. It's not you. Trust me, they like dark meat and white meat. It's crazy. I don't think the bugs here are an issue because like I go out. I mean, it's normal. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you go out.
Well, it's like humid and there's like a lot of. It's raining all the time.
Yeah,
so
there are a lot of bodies of water, like little puddles of water.
Here and DC is really bad. It's not like that in New York at all.
I hate New York, dirtiest city. Like I love New York for the comedy scene.
I love the dirt.
I love it's so fucking dirty up there. It's so I hate touching anything up there. It's so fucking dirty. It just like it creeps me out. They have so much like.
You don't like the smell of piss on concrete?
It smells like so I catch the bus in New York, right? I hate driving in New York. Too many tolls. I catch the bus up there. That is the first thing you smell when you get off the bus. A big whiff of piss. There are no squirrels. They have rats in the trees, and everything is dirty. Like everything.
Squirrels in Central Park.
Ain't no damn squirrels. Oh no, listen. Where?
Central Park.
Catch one and show me. I ain't never seen a squirrel there. I've only seen rats. I've never seen a squirrel.
You've only seen rats in Central Park.
They have.
I've seen a lot of rats on the street.
What's it called when y'all move to a neighborhood? They gentrified.
The rats gentrified.
Yeah, the rats done gentrified. They done moved the squirrels about. Now we don't know what the squirrel. They redlined them. Now they can't come back. They done let the squirrels build up the park.
I thought
moved out the squirrels and they moved in. They redlined them.
I figured that the squirrels would be the ones who would gentrify rats.
You would think, but they're bigger. The rats are huge in New York.
Yeah.
Like huge. Like I'm talking massive, splendor big. Like I seen one like a little puppy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I don't know, cause when I go to New York, I catch the public transit up there a lot. So it's like I don't know, man. It's dirty. Pittsburgh's a beautiful city though.
Pittsburgh's like way far away.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like it's very clean. I bring it up because
Pittsburgh.
It's very clean. It's a very clean city.
I maybe would have moved to Pittsburgh if it was geographically switched places with Philadelphia.
Yeah, I can see that.
But it's just so far out there, far away from the.
Have you ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Which I've seen some episodes and stuff. I
You
haven't seen the M. Night movie.
Oh God, no! Please no. No, I'm talking about the original one. There was this place called Ba Sing Se, and that's what Pittsburgh reminds me of, because it's like it's
on
inside.
3 Rivers.
Yeah, and then it's like inside. It's like it seemed like it's inside like a little mountain.
You know, I was looking at it recently, but Pittsburgh used to have like think it was like double or maybe triple the population that it has today. It used to be a much bigger city.
What happened?
It's just became less economically like valuable and stuff. No, like half the population died from the plague, or
Oh yeah, nah. See, I thought something like big happened. Here it's like I don't see it.
it was a recession, right?
What, Baltimore?
Well, I don't know about the population, but I know the recession hit Baltimore pretty hard, like in 2010.
Oh, I thought you meant like the first one, like or the big recession. I mean,
You mean
yeah,
the
it is.
Depression
I was
from
a
the 30s.
yeah, nah. I was about to say like I was a kid. That should.
You were a kid in the 30s?
I was a kid during the last
2010?
recession. Yeah, 2010.
How old are you?
Say no. I'm 33. I'm about to be 34.
So you don't remember the recession?
Now I'm saying like it didn't affect me. I was like,
Didn't it affect you?
no.
You didn't need a job when you were a teenager?
Yeah, but I worked either way. I worked at Burger King. It didn't.
Dude, I could not get a job at Burger King in my
Yeah,
time.
I worked at Burger King. Funny story, right? Okay, so I worked at Burger King. The summer after ninth grade year, I started working at Burger King. They hired me 6 months early, like they weren't supposed to legally, but they still hired me 6 months early because my mom knew the manager.
Were you 15?
Yeah, I was 15. I was supposed to be 16.
Nice.
But yeah, so she hired me at like 15 and a half. But I'm working there or whatever, and one day I'm washing the dishes. We getting like a delivery truck or whatever. So the truck, they're like loading stuff off the truck, and the back door is like wedged open. And I'm washing dishes. I don't know if you know the song "Ain't I" by T.I., Young Dro, and Young L.A. Okay, so that song's on the radio. We have it turned all the way up. I'm dancing and washing dishes. As I'm dancing and washing dishes, if you look on the security camera, you see 3 guys in masks walk by with guns out, right? They put the delivery truck drivers, they lock them in their truck inside the freezer. They come in and they look at me and they keep going, and then they.
But you had headphones on?
I didn't have headphones on. The
You just
radio's.
didn't hear 'em?
I'm literally just like I'm dancing. I'm not paying
You got the
attention to
security
nothing.
footage of this?
I don't. I wish there was a way I could find it, but like I'm literally just dancing and scrubbing dishes this entire time, man. And then they lay my manager and my coworker down on the floor. They open up all the registers, and as they're leaving, one of them they like taking the stuff running out. One of them taps the other one with a gun, like taps and points to me, and they like kind of like chuckle like at me like dancing, and they ran out and left the store. I got suspended for 2 weeks from my job because they thought I had something to do with it.
Oh, really? That's fucked up.
All because I just got 2 into a song, man. That's crazy.
You 15.
Yeah, they thought I ended up they thought I had something to do with it, man.
Wait. So they thought that you orchestrated a robbery of fucking Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's fucking Ocean's 11.
Mm-hmm.
And you're as a 15-year-old.
It's not unheard of. I'm just saying.
And they didn't fire you. They just suspended you for 2 weeks.
Yeah, they wanted to launch an investigation. But it's like I didn't understand how.
What was the investigation like? They interview all your family and
I
stuff
guess
like that?
I guess they just like interviewed like the other employees because it never left Burger King. It just
As a
like
kid, did Kyrie ever exhibit traits that indicated he was involved with a criminal syndicate?
or like imagine the questions they asked the coworkers like exactly how long is his lunch break? Does he ever try to steal time? Like, but working at Burger King was like I enjoyed it. But it's like in hindsight, I wish I'd have like hung out a little bit more and worked a little bit less.
Yeah, I don't think that working a lot for kids is good. Like, I don't think that that's a great use of their time because that's like your whole. You're gonna dream about being a teenager. For me, I still dream about shit I did when I was a teenager, right? Like a lot of your core memories is from your
your teenage years, yeah.
And if it's all just like working a 40-hour work week, like
nasty business.
You need those memories for when you're working a 40-hour work week when you're older, so you can remember what it's like to be an alive person.
But yeah, no, honestly, that is true. I remember one time. This is how much I used to work as a kid, right? I remember one time, and this is it's like back to school time, maybe like August. And we're in the cab, me, my aunt, my brother, my grandma. And we're going to Cheesecake Factory downtown. As the cab is pulling up to Cheesecake Factory, my manager called me. His name was G, right? He's a stutter real bad. G called me. He like, yo, Kyrie, right? You want to work today, right? And I'm like, huh? I'm like, nah, I'm about to go to Cheesecake Factory with my family, right? And he like, all right, all right, hold on. Don't hang up. Come back like 30 seconds later. He like, all right, we're going to give you $125 cash out the register and we'll let you clock in. I said, oh, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm there. But mind you, my family's getting out to go to dinner. I'm like, oh, no, I'm standing there. I'm going to work.
How old were you then? Like 16?
16. But at that point, I was like 16, 17.
Dude, listen. Okay, so Baltimore's a big city. I'm sure they always had jobs and shit for entry level, 16-year-olds in food service. But in my city, I was from Conway, Arkansas, which was a college town primarily. It's like
so the college kids took all the jobs.
Yeah, so the college kids would take all the jobs, especially during the summer. It would work during the school year too, but during the summer, some of them would stay, and yeah, they would take all the jobs, and those goddamn college kids taking my job. And I was trying to apply to shit when I was 16 years old, and I couldn't. I went, and that was back before you did online applications. So I went to like every business, filled out application, gave it to them. I didn't get like any callbacks at all. Then like 2010 during the height of the recession. So I started selling knives door to door with Cutco.
Vector, yeah.
I did that for a summer, and things were so like bad for my job prospects that I knew that it was a scam. Like, I knew this whole thing was a scam, but I still did it because it was better than anything I had. Yeah. And they would pay me $15 per meeting I had. So I didn't have to actually sell anything.
Just like, hey, let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah, and this is Arkansas during the recession, so nobody's got money for these $100 knives, right?
Right.
So people would be interested, and I would tell them how much they were, and their eyes would get big, and they'd just be like,
I'm good.
So I made a decent amount of money in the summer just from doing appointments or whatever. And then my location like shuttered, like it just like shut down, and like the building just like evacuated like within a week. Like it was like a
they was coming for that paperwork. That's what that was. They was coming for the paperwork. Y'all was about to get raided.
Really?
That was a RICO case. That's what that was.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was a RICO case. Listen,
it felt very shady.
Anytime they say, "Oh, everybody out, destroy everything, leave nothing," that's a RICO case, baby. Y'all was about to go to prison. That's what.
Why?
That was going to jail.
Did you need like special stuff to sell door to door, or what?
No, it just seems very shady. Anytime you need to pack up and get out very fast, very shady. Doesn't sound anything legal. There's nothing legal that will make you say, "Hey, I need an escape bag." You get what I'm saying? That nothing legal has that. you get me? Yeah. Very much a crime.
I didn't know what it was for, but everything about that business was extremely shady, and it was still the best option I had as a 16-year-old in Conway, Arkansas in 2010.
Sidebar, speaking of shady things, right? Have you ever seen Encanto?
No.
No? Okay. Oh.
I know about the song "We Don't Talk About Brutus."
Yeah, no, Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. Now I bring it up because you was talking about shady. The grandmother's very shady in that movie. Do? She's like farming the superpowers in the movie by like just like
is she evil?
Cultivating them to me she's evil.
But she's not the villain of the movie.
Yes, she is the villain of the movie. That's what you haven't seen the movie, so technically she's the villain. She's the villain. She's just like very like. It's like very manipulative to them emotionally. It's a very cool movie, man. But she's definitely the villain of the movie. I don't know. I forgot how we got here out of the top of my head, but I promise you, it was a good reason I brought up her being the villain of the movie.
It's because we were talking about what is it? Illegal stuff.
Doing
shady businesses.
Yeah, so she's like farming the superpowers. Look at that. See, I smoke too much weed. I just had to click back a little bit. That's all. But yeah, she like farming the superpowers, then making the main character feel bad about not having no superpower. It's crazy. And the family's like falling apart. You should watch it. It's a good movie.
So the grandma's not the villain though?
Watch the movie. She's the villain. If you've watched Encanto, the grandma's the villain. Abuela, el villano.
I feel like you're doing a bit right now.
I'm not. I'm dead serious. I feel like she's the villain of the movie.
Do you feel like the grandma of Coco was the villain of the movie?
So I no.
Because she made him go to the land of the dead or whatever.
Well, yeah, she was a villain, but in her aspect, she was more like hurt. You get what I'm saying? She was like projecting her hurt feelings.
Well, see,
Baby just need a little bit of therapy.
Like Rapunzel, the mom was definitely the villain. You know?
Yes,
And
no,
she had
the
her
real
villain
mom or
songs
the
and
real
stuff.
mom or the fake mom?
She had a real. Oh yeah, the fake mom.
The fake mom?
Yeah,
the she was
witch,
definitely the
of course.
villain. Yeah, she was the villain. But I mean, the real parents wasn't no better. Like, cause it's like
Rapunzel.
yes,
She
nobody
got
thought
stolen.
nobody thought to search the tallest tower in the land.
Well, it was secret. It was hidden.
It's the tallest tower in the
but
land.
if you saw it, there was cliffs all around it and stuff, and it was hard to get to.
They're paying top dollar. Ain't nobody gonna climb.
Well, you would think.
This just seems like a very poor rescue effort, if you ask me.
Maybe. I guess. I mean, if I was a king and I had there was a tower that was like super tall with no apparent entrances, I guess I maybe like ask for their permit or something like that. And like, this is not up to code, and like going in there and inspect. I guess that would make sense. But
or you could just do right what America does. Just gonna bang on the door, boom, boom, ice, and just go running
door?
in.
There's no door.
There was no door.
Yeah.
To the thing. I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of these. How do you think? And this is a question I think is kind of funny, right? How do you think with the current, what do you call it now? Not legislation, the current regime, because that sounds more evil, right? With the current regime that we have, man, right? It's the summertime. We got like superheroes and stuff, superhero movies like every other week. What superheroes do you think would like be cool with Trump? Like, all right, I can rock with this. Not villains, heroes.
Dude, see, the thing is Trump's not just evil. He's like stupid.
Right, that's
like,
the point. Yeah.
I don't think. So I would say like Tony Stark would be like fine with like a fascist president, but not this kind of president. Because the way he's like restructuring the military and dealing with geopolitics, it's he's doing so much dumb shit that like even if you're like one of those military people who's like all about like
war and stuff,
all that, you're like, what are you doing? Like, it's just clown shit is what he's been doing. So I don't know if Trump won. He's acting different this term, you know.
This term,
Trump won, I would say Tony Stark for sure,
Yeah.
but Trump 2 is just kind of like, no,
I'd say
I don't
Bruce
think Tony
Wayne.
would. You think Bruce Wayne would support? Why?
I feel like it'd be like two sides of a coin, right? It's like as Batman, he would like. I feel like he would be trying to destabilize all the bullshit Trump is doing. But as Bruce Wayne, the billionaire playboy philanthropist,
Well,
he
that's
has
just
to,
that's a front. His
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne, but he wouldn't really be.
I don't know.
That's Bruce Wayne's whole character.
I don't know.
Is he acts all friendly to these politicians, but like behind the scenes, he's like doing good shit, you know?
Is that's gonna be his excuse when his name on the Epstein list? No, Clark. I promise you, I was there doing research.
Would Bruce Wayne have gone to Epstein's island?
His name would definitely be on that client list.
For sure, but like
Most definitely.
But like for like
And the Wonder Twins.
investigative reasons, right?
That's what I mean, that's the excuse he gonna give.
Well,
When he get called in the Justice League HR, I was only there, I promise. They're like, yeah, we don't have any logs for any detective work going down, Bruce. Then everybody just looking at him crazy or whatever. Now you gotta start naming other people was there. Nobody asked John anything. Clark was there. Well, Clark doesn't. He don't got enough money for that. Yeah, Clark don't got enough money for it. I can see a couple superheroes ending up on the Epstein list, man. Anybody that had a sidekick and little tights, put them on the Epstein list.
That was is that pretty much just Batman? Who else has a sidekick in little tights?
Batman, Aquaboy, because at one point before,
Wait, there's such thing as Aquaboy? I don't know what that is.
yeah, Aqualad. That's his name.
Okay.
Aqualad. Right? Even that
I know
sounds
Barnacle
very
Boy.
Even that sounds very predatory. He dressed like Brown. He dressed like Barnacle Boy. That's the funny part. But the original version. hey, we can lock up Green Arrow because he had Speedy, right? He had a little buddy like him. We can lock up a couple of them.
Does Bucky count for Captain America?
No, that doesn't. As someone who considers themselves an ally, I support same-sex relationships. So that's very consensual between them.
Who else has a sidekick? And
Marvel doesn't really do sidekicks.
yeah, they don't.
They do like Marvel does more of legacy heroes. So like they'll have like
guys that like show up in.
So you'll be able to have like 5 Spider-Mans, 3 Captain Americas. Yeah. So less like Captain America Jr.
DC does that too, right?
No, they don't have. No. I mean, honestly, if you look at it, the main legacy characters they have on DC would be Robin, Flash, Green Lantern. Yeah, Robin, Flash, and Green Lantern are where you'll have a lot of them. Like there are a bunch of variations of them.
But the
people
rest
have
of them
inherited
are all like immortal.
Yeah, type shit. That's what it seemed like for the most part. For the most part, yes. I can see Lex Luthor running against Trump and being mad that he's so dumb. I can see Trump beating Lex Luthor in the race.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Lex Luthor just feels like Elon Musk's mostly.
That would probably be
if
like
if Elon was a little smarter.
Yeah, and actually looked like he was from Africa. So.
Wait. What Lex Luthor are you talking about?
Oh, the black one. What?
Okay, well,
from the animated series.
But the movie had what's his name? What's the actor name?
I can't. I haven't seen the movie. I want to see it. I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, it's so good. You got.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
It clears all superhero movies that have come out in years.
I knew it was gonna be great because they put crypto in it.
I know, it's
right?
Fun.
And white people love they love their pets. So I'm like, oh, they go to box office right there, right? And he be biting people. So I'm like, oh, they go to niggas right there. So this is win-win. Everybody gonna love it.
I did actually. I was trying to get people to go watch Superman. There's a bunch of girls that weren't. They were not into the idea of going to see a Superman movie because the last few Superman movies have not been good.
But see, it looks like it's like based on like the new 50. I haven't watched it yet. From the costume design and everything, it looks like it's a younger, more newer, a younger Superman, but with like a more confident, like he has a personality. From the clips, it looked like he might have a personality. In the other Superman movies, what was it called?
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, he just like kind of stared at He was just depressed and staring at everybody. It's like, do something.
There's a lot of people who really like the press Superman, and they're so mad about this movie.
I love the new 52 because it made Superman younger and it made him like an asshole. It made him feel like the strongest man in the world, in the universe at 22 years old. Yeah. So it was like, if you were 22 years old and you were like practically immortal, you would kind of be a dick too. So
I think in this movie he's 30.
Okay.
And he had just come out of Superman like 3 years ago, but he's he's Superman. It's not like a origin story.
Yeah.
He just jump you right into it, and there's the Green Lantern, and there's just a bunch of superheroes.
I love it, and I think DC needs to do more of that.
Yeah, I'm tired of having to introduce.
Oh my God, I'm so tired of every time a movie ends and they've teased all this. DC is like the slutty girl in like the slutty girl in like the school who won't let you fuck. It's like they'll let everybody else. You'll get all these teases, but she will not let you bust that nut with her because it's like every time there's build up, it's just like, oh no, recast, new director, new vision, new plot.
Like Justice League?
Which one?
The most recent movie.
Snyder?
Yeah.
I liked it after I liked the Snyder cut. It was okay.
Theater.
Terrible. I think that was terrible. I think Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice was ass.
I watched that in theaters, and I knew it was gonna be terrible going in.
Justice League looks like a CW movie. Something you'll watch on the CW.
Yeah.
And I
heard that.
It's terrible, man. The Flash is probably one of the worst superheroes. DC just had a lot of bombs, and I'm hoping they get some good shit going.
Dude, Superman is great.
I'm glad they got rid of The Rock.
Oh yeah. Apparently he killed the whole. They had to reset after that
because he came in and he wanted to He wanted
He didn't
to
want
make
to be a villain in Shazam, right? Is that what it was?
no, it's not even that. It's they wanted to make because Black Adam has always, he's been an anti-hero before. What they did was he wanted Black Adam main rival to be Superman. He wanted them two to bump heads instead of, Black Adam is Captain Marvel, Shazam's main rival. So he didn't want to. He tried to restructure the fucking DC universe
That's crazy.
around, and then it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't like it because like he never plays a character. He's just like The Rock in every movie.
Right.
So like seeing him like, could you imagine like an epic?
He was good in Moana.
He's still just The Rock. Like, he's still just The Rock. Biggest shit with tattoos saving the day. That's The Rock.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, could you imagine like they at the table, like Darkseid is coming. He's gonna bring his parademons, whatever, and everybody panicking. And Superman like, what are we gonna do? And he comes in. The Rock says, my bad. Black Adam says, you know what I'm saying? Shit is not gonna hit, man.
Right. So you ain't watched the new
South Park.
South Park.
No,
that one, spoiler, I guess, small detail, but Christy Gnome shoots Crypto. Crypto comes.
The dog?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Crypto comes to save somebody, and then Christy Gnome shoots.
Did she in the not in the episode, but have they released a statement about this episode like they did the other one?
Yes.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they already did. Yeah, she put it out like within a few. It was less than 12 hours after it released.
Do you think they have them pre-typed?
Say what?
Do you think they have these PR statements like pre-typed, just waiting to fill in some
No, because
like blank spots?
Because there's no way she would have known that they were gonna have her face melting off. You think they had it inside in the South Park writing room to know they're gonna make her face fall off?
Maybe she has a mirror. Who knows? She should have saw it coming. That's what I'm saying.
But no, I think they were they're just trying to like own it or whatever because they know they're getting roasted and like Charlie Kirk, JD Vance are like trying to like post it like they're proud of it or whatever, like still so
trying to smile through the pain.
I'm in South Park. This is so cool or whatever.
It's like when you were it's like when you like you bust your ass in front of like your friends or whatever, and it's like you try and play it off or like I don't know if you had experience or whatever, but you ever get popped by your parent, like your mom or dad, like or embarrass you in front of your friends, and like you try to play it off.
I've never been hit by my parents in front of other people.
I don't know, bro. I don't know how y'all get down in Kansas, yo.
No, Arkansas. We definitely hit kids in Arkansas.
Okay, cool. Okay,
well,
cool.
we did back. They kind of stopped as I got older, and they started raising my younger.
Yeah.
So I had a baby that's 13. Like she's 13 years younger than me in my family. So they never hit her because they were like, that's stupid. But they beat the shit out of me. So.
Me and my brother had this conversation with my mother yesterday. It's crazy to us how with the grandkids and our little sister, you just like, oh, you so sweet, you so understanding, or whatever. But every time, with us, it turned in ding, 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 dude, wrestling.
I used to get spanked every day. Like, they thought it was, like, good for us. Like, it built character.
Type of freaky household. Gotta let the kinks out, boy. That's crazy.
And because the church would say like that you're supposed to, spare the rod or whatever, spoil the child.
Y'all very
right?
religious.
Yeah, I was in a cult actually, like evangelical, non-denominational cult. So there was like no leadership above our church to like make sure things are going normal in the church, and that's how most of it is in the South. It's just these rogue churches that are just kind of governed within the church or whatever.
Rogue churches.
Well, they're on their own. Like, listen, Catholics get a bad rap because they are an organized structure. They have a chain of command, and they have somebody at the top who's responsible for all of it, right?
That sounds like a RICO.
Right. Right. So the Pope is in trouble. That Pope stepped down because of the all the stuff that went down. But if you're a
rogue.
But if you're an evangelical church with no one at the top, no one even finds out about what happened at the church ever because there was
10 times scarier.
It's so much worse. And
that's
it never
even worse.
Never gets recorded. There's stuff that's like there's a lot of people in the church that will know that this stuff is going on, or that it went on, and then they're like, all about like forgiveness to the perpetrators and all that kind of stuff, and rehabilitation or whatever within the church.
That sounds
and
terrifying.
they don't report to the authorities most of the time because they think that they should handle church things within the church. So like it never gets put out there. But these evangelical groups, that's what most of and this is where the base of Trump's supporters is these people. And when they got activated into supporting this, he's the worst, right? Like he's like an anti-Christian, and they all started supporting him. And it's like that's whenever Trump made this new coalition to somehow bring in all of these like, actual Nazis and people who hate women and all that kind of shit and like love sex or whatever, and then the hardcore evangelicals who only care about abortion and they love God and all that kind of stuff. But the fact that they were able to vote for Trump along with all the other stuff is like, that's what made Trump so strong, is he was able to pull these people in. And I don't even really know how he does it, because he's against everything everything I was raised for, like he's the opposite of that. They vote for him anyway.
It sounds like he collected the infinity stones of racism. He did. Crazy.
He put together this coalition of people that normally couldn't, like, you get one in the party and the other people leave, right? You couldn't get them all under the same tent. And Trump found a way to get them all under the same tent, and then he combined them with all his Apprentice fans, right? And that's how he won all the primaries. It's because he had this built-in diehard fan base from the Apprentice, because he was a big reality. I think there was like 15 million people would watch that show, like every episode pretty much.
Oh, fuck.
And so in a Republican primary...
You know what that means?
Say what?
That means eventually we're going to get a president from Love Island.
Yeah,
At some point.
Really, like a lot of... And that's one thing is Trump can't just be like replaced overnight, like... We're thinking like what happened in 2028 when Trump's gone, like who's Republicans going to pull in next. And Trump's thing that he's been doing it since like the 80s, like building this this cult of personality, and he runs the presidency like he's run all his casinos and all that kind of stuff. Have you ever seen the show Louis? And
I know
Louis'
yes.
show. Have you seen the time when he is doing casinos?
No.
Well, one time he's doing casinos, and in the show Louis, he's like a kind of like lower tier comic who everyone kind of like people don't really care about and all that kind of stuff, but he's trying to make money. So he got this gig working in Trump casinos, and he can't stop making fun of Trump. Every time he keeps going into Trump, and they pull him in a room and they're like, "Hey, you signed a paper that says you can't denigrate Trump. I need you to sign this thing saying you're not going to denigrate him again, or you can't work here." And then he just quits because he's like, I can't stop making fun of this guy.
Nah, that's real.
And that's like real life stuff of what he would do. He would have in the contracts that you can never make fun of Trump if you ever are involved with him. So he kept building like this empire of like casinos, hotels, things that he owned, things he put his name on. And then he kept doing the just like PR things, like joke stuff. He would get in cameos. He started doing reality TV and with The Apprentice, and that's why he started running for president in the first place, is because it's NBC, right? Whoever ran The Apprentice wasn't giving him the deal that he wanted, because he thought that he was worth more than they were going to give him. So he started running for president in 2012 as like a fuck you to The Apprentice people, to see how popular I am. He got some traction with it, and he was like, okay, I'm actually going to run in 2016. And that's how that all happened. But he had this huge fan base of people who would tune in every week to watch him be the boss, to watch him fire people. And that's who would show up in the Republican primaries in 2016, is all those people. So, like, none of the other regular Republican shit mattered, because it was just Apprentice fans voting for their favorite guy.
And this is why, see, that statement or that information, I don't see why Vince McMahon never ran for president, to be honest, man. Because Vince McMahon owns, he used to own WWE.
I thought it was called Vince McMahon.
Nah, man.
That dude has too many allegations.
But that's the thing, though.
And also, he's sleazier. He's so much.
No, they're equally sleazy.
I think his stage presence is sleazier.
Freaky V, that's what I call him. Vince, Freaky V. Yeah, he disgusting. But then you got Dirty D. That's Donald Trump. The
Trump
only
was
difference.
less disgusting on camera. Like I know all the stuff Trump did, whatever. But when
The only difference between Vince McMahon and Donald Trump, honestly, is the fact one of them is orange. That is it. That is literally it.
But doesn't a lot of people in WWE like hate Vince McMahon?
Yeah, I mean, Vince McMahon does not have the court of public opinion at all. Like he is, I've always, even as a kid, I always thought he was weird. He always would be in like the scenes and stuff with the female wrestlers.
And Vince McMahon, people always been making fun of him. Like in WWE, you're supposed to make fun of Vince McMahon a little bit.
Yeah, but that's the only difference between him and Trump. Really, is like he's open to like ridicule and stuff. But honestly, like Vince and Trump, they're both despicable human beings. That's why
I don't think Vince could carry a show where it's just about him running a business that he fires people on. I don't think that would blow up like
Vince,
Trump.
I feel like it would, but it's also like the reason that blew up is because how he tells you're fired. Fired. You get what I'm saying? It's all about theatrics, presentations. Vince McMahon knows theatrics and presentations. Now that I'm saying it out loud, the reason he didn't run for president is because once Trump, when he realized it would be smarter to just get in good with the president, especially with Trump appearing at WrestleMania. When COVID hit, they were able to act. They were deemed a necessary,
were they?
Yup. So they could run. They could run operations in Florida.
No audience.
In Florida, yeah, they were running with essential employees in Florida because of Trump.
But they didn't have any audience there.
No.
So they were doing like talking shit to each other to an empty audience.
So they had like they would use recordings from old shows.
It was like slam poetry almost.
Yeah, they piped in the noise.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. So they would have it from like previous shows or whatever. But before I go, I do have. I think the last question was supposed to be the last question. But have you seen Fantastic Four?
Yes.
You have?
You saw Fantastic Four?
I have not seen Fantastic Four. If, right? The Fantastic Four, outside of Pedro Pascal, the rest of them are white, right?
Yes. If you count the thing as white. He's voiced by a white guy.
I count him as white.
All right.
Who would win, Fantastic Four or The Incredibles?
Let me think.
The better superhero family.
Well, see, Incredibles don't have a super smart guy like Fantastic Four does. So that's the bullshit of Reed Richards. Is he can always do some crazy. He can pull in interdimensional science, right? So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't have to make sense. He can always figure out some sort of thing. So I think Fantastic Four would win just because he would have the
better question.
Whatever.
Who do you think is the better family? The better superhero family?
I mean, definitely Incredibles.
Oh, yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Incredibles had that family dynamic so much better. People told me that this Fantastic Four movie is like nailed it on family, and it's like, it was okay. It was fun.
It was all right, but
it wasn't like Incredibles.
It's not Incredibles.
Like Incredibles was like, they were like a average dysfunctional American family.
Yeah, I think that's what sold it.
And they all kind of like locked in together at the end and had these personal like things they had to overcome to like become part of a unit and all that kind of stuff. And Incredibles was definitely a better movie. Incredibles 2 was not a better.
Incredibles 2 is Incredibles.
2 was a lot worse.
Incredibles 2 is just Incredibles 1 if the mom became the main character instead of the dad. It's the same movie.
No, it's not. Incredibles 1 is so much better than Incredibles 2.
But the reason Incredibles 1 is so much better is because we saw it already. The parent sneaking off, the parent becoming the big hero, the big team up at the end.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's why it didn't hit as hard. But speaking of being a parent, I'm about to go do bath time. I've enjoyed this stay. You have a very cool. Have y'all seen this wall? This is the most photogenic wall I've ever seen in my life.
Are you serious?
It's beautiful.
You haven't seen very many walls.
We're
working on it. It'll be nicer one day. But yeah, it was. We recently, I think about a week ago, we made it look nice. Before that, we had just moved in. This was like a crack house before we got here. All the neighbors, like, this is all like a connected area or whatever. All the neighbors, like, this was the abandoned house that people smoke crack in.
Look at this, doing interviews in the crack house. That's the most Baltimore thing ever, man.
It's not a crack house.
Anymore. No crack here.
All right, you got to run off to, what did you say, bath time?
Bath time, yes. I got to get my son a bath.
How many kids you got?
I have 2. My daughter and my son who just got a new butthole.
What? Oh, because he was in
Yeah, he was one without a butthole. He got a butthole during 10th.
Okay. You just going to tell that on a podcast?
Yeah, and then that way if I come back, we can talk about his brand new butthole.
All right, that's the podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the Patreon. I'm sure we'll have Kyrie back on at some point to discuss his son's butthole. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Goodbye.
See you.